we were discussing Ansible. So we know we have a, let's go into the Ansible directory. And we had a file hosts. Here we have again node 1 to node 3 and my Ubuntu machine. And Ansible test server -i hosts -u root, or first check if they are available. Okay, so my all nodes of Centos are available, up and running, and this Ubuntu is down because I have not powered it on. So that's how I told you before that we can check the connectivity. Let's go to node 1. Service HTTPD status. HTTPD is running. What I can do is service HTTPD stop and yum remove HTTPD. Right. And if I do service HTTPD start again, we know there is no Apache package because we have removed it. Agreed? So I am on the master node again. So what I can do now is through Ansible, I can install the Apache server on my node 1, or I can install Apache server on all my nodes at the same time. So what I will do is Ansible, we are using the ad hoc commands. We are not writing a playbook right now. So Ansible test server, that's my group, available in the file hosts -u root. Okay, I am using the module yum. We all know that in CentOS or RHEL, we use yum to install a package or remove a package. So I am telling the package name is HTTPD. The state is equal to present, or we can say installed. And if I do now, Apache state should be
Install.
stopped first. So let's see what it does. It has done something. Now go to SSH node 1 and service HTTPD status. It's not running. So now exit out, go to the master node, and we say STARTED started. And then we will discuss this command. So now go again to SSH node 1. And if I hit service HTTPD status, it's running. Agreed? Now we are stopping Apache using Ansible command, ad hoc command. So what this command does, we agreed that Ansible works with modules. The module can be yum if we are using module yum, like this, okay, yum. So what we do is we do yum install Apache. So we have a name. The name can be HTTPD, the name can be MySQL, the name can be ProFTPD. So we just tell the name and the state. State can be installed. State can be present. State can be absent. I mean, you can you can have Apache or you don't have Apache. So the state can be installed or installed, right?
Yes,
I think you
it all
should.
depends on the condition.
Condition, you want to have it or you don't want to have it. With yum, you can only do this, but with service, either if you are using module service, you can start a service, you can stop a service, you can restart a service, you can reload a service. So the state can be started, stopped, restarted, or reload. So service will take 4 arguments in the state. And what package you want to restart, the package will be httpd. Pro FTP, let's say, just to make another example, SSH node 1. If I do service pro FTPD start, we know there is no pro FTPD here on node 1. If I go exit and I will do yum pro FTPD, state is installed. If I hit enter, let's see what happens. So yeah, it is doing something. Node 1 is changed. So let's go on node 1. I'm taking another session so that no, I should go on node 1 directly, so that we know it will be doing on all nodes, so we can verify on from one node only. So if I go on node 1, so now service pro FTPD status. Before it gave, there is no pro FTPD. Now it is saying it is installed, but it is dead. So what we did is we installed pro FTPD, but it's not running. So let's go back to the Ansible server, and it's still working on node 2 and node 3. Maybe what I should do is I can remove, I should have one node so that we can save some time.
Can we put a condition, two conditions together, yum and service both?
We will be writing the playbooks, don't worry.
Okay. No, I'm asking, can we?
These are just ad hoc commands. Ad hoc commands, we will not use them in future. This is, I am just showing the concept, or what you can do is if we want to run it on a single machine, we can run a command on a single machine. But I was like applying on the whole group, and just to, okay, this is the one time this delay is happening because it is downloading the repositories. Today, maybe in the next package install, it will not take this much time.
Okay.
So in the meanwhile, I can like switch till it is doing it. Okay. So where we checked FTPD, service HTTP, and then okay, we are good. Thanks, Allah. So it has done whatever we are doing. So what I have said, that Service Pro FTPD should be installed on all my machines, but they are not started now because we have used yum to install Pro FTPD. Now I can use another. Now can I use the module service, and I will say Pro FTPD state is equal to started. And if I go SSH node 1, and if I do service Pro FTPD status, so Pro FTPD is running. We know before it was not there. We know before it was not running, but we installed Pro FTPD with yum module, and we started the service with service module. If there is any confusion, because we will be doing this in my playbooks. So are you getting it? We can use yum as a module. We can use service as a module, right? What next? Let's say I can send a command. We have used yum to install a package. We have used service to start, stop, or restart a service. Let's say I want to send some command. Now command is again a module.
A N D, command spelling.
C-O-M-M-A, okay. C-O-M-M-A-N-D, yes. If I do uptime, and hit enter. So it is saying node 1 is up 3 minutes 3 hours 48 minutes, whatever. So I can uptime, or I can check date. So the date is Friday, June 2 on all the machines. So if I want to run a command directly, I will use a module command, or let's say IPAS. So it is telling me the IP addresses of all the machines. So 134, there will be 132, and then there will be 133. So it has fetched the IP addresses of all those 3 machines. So you are getting the idea here?
Yes.
Okay. So that's how we use ad hoc commands. We can run any command by just sitting on the master server. We can install any package to the whole group. We can upgrade anything to the whole group. And how we will define group? We know it's in our host file.
And do we use ad hoc commands to spin up machines too, or no? Like no, you
Spin
created
up
node
like
1, 2, 3.
no, node 1, 2, 3. I have created them manually. They
Okay.
have to be there.
Okay.
Okay, let's do one more thing. We have help available. Ansible-doc -h, or what can I do, -l. So it can list the modules available we can use with Ansible. The command, the modules can be these modules. You see?
So many.
I mean, I don't know how many. So let's say this is too much. I am quitting it. What I can do is I can say, okay, I want to use grep. I want to use module Nginx. So do we have Nginx available? Yes, we have Nginx available. We can get Nginx info. We can check Nginx facts. Or if we are running something on EC2, maybe on a cloud. So we have in EC2 modules available. And of course, if let's say this is available, so how to use it? So what I will do is Ansible doc, and let's say I want to use this module. I will select it, and it will give the examples, how to use it, what parameter it takes. So you can take the info, you can take active connections, you can do what HTTP description, HTTP response as is, return success, type, string, sample. Anyways, if you want to use a module, you don't need to go on internet. Just search for the module, select that module, check the parameters, and we have thousands and thousands of modules available. That's the beauty of open source project, that there are hundreds and thousands of contributors, and they are contributing all the time. So that's why Ansible is becoming so successful, that the community is growing and we have modules coming in so fast. So you can just list them, grab them, and you can select any module and you can start working on it. So I have used, I am using grep yum. Okay, so I can go in yum, and let's see what we can disable. GPG check, disable plugin, disable repo. Okay, download directory, enable plugin, enable repo, list, name, a package name or a package, specify with version like name dash 1.0, release version, security. I mean, state can be present, installed, latest, or remove, absent, removed. So
Oh, we can install updates as well to the latest version.
Yes, you can do.
Using
I am just using install, stop, start, but it's your choice. You can see how many things we can validate certs even. I don't know, even I have not so many things in here. So now the examples. So this is how we use it in a playbook. So I used as an ad hoc command, but it is telling you how to use it as a playbook. So we are going to the playbook. So the name is install the latest version of Apache. You can name anything. The module is yum, and the state is name is equal to httpd, state is equal to latest, or you can give the version. Latest means the latest available version, or you can go with the old versions also. So you can define that here. So I mean that's it's pretty helpful document. So you can have examples, you can have any scenario you are facing with, you can go in this document and take a help. It's very helpful. Or you can go to Google. Yeah. So that's it with the ad hoc command. So now we are this is a problem. I mean, for everything we are running one command. Okay, install Apache. Second command, start Apache. Third command, install ProFTBD. Fourth command, uh, install my MariaDB. Fifth command, run MariaDB. So it's, I mean, running so many commands, there is always a chance of an error. So what we do is we write our playbooks. So in a playbook, we define the task in a sequence, and when our playbook is tested, so there is no chance we can forget it because we have to run that playbook, and in that playbook we can define all the parameters. So let's say uh, Apache is installed. So how I am doing Apache? Let's open this playbook Apache YAML. Okay, it's a bit complicated. I will not save this file, hopefully. What I can do is I can make it more simple. And remove git, and yeah, let's have an okay. So the Ansible YAML playbook start with 3 dashes that I am starting from here, so that if I am writing another play, I can start another play like by putting these 3 lines, and I can have multiple plays inside one playbook. But I will not recommend that. If you are having another play, you should have another file, so that the file don't become so big and you don't know what you are doing. So if it is a separate play, make a separate file, run it independently. That's my suggestion. So now, starting with the name, why we are writing this play. Starting with a hyphen space, you cannot do 2 space, you cannot do 3 spaces, you cannot go random. It's single space, name. I am installing and configuring Apache in my playbook. So I have defined the name. This is a global parameter. Right below
So,
my,
Zisha,
yeah.
this is the name of your playbook, right? Like something that human readable. So
Yes,
what is this playbook is
the
about?
YAML is the name. What is YAML? YAML? Yet another markup language. So this playbook will have human readable. There will be no semicolons, no inverted commas, no much what we do in the program, like in HTML and PHP. There is so much syntax there. This is human readable. We just have to follow structure. Okay, name, I can name it anything. Hosts, I can tell my host will be test server. I will just type the name. I will not do any parentheses, any brackets, nothing. I can say the remote user. It's pretty simple. I am talking about the remote user will be root. Okay, name. It's just a name. Install Apache. I can say install Apache version 2. I mean, I can name it anything. The point is when you are using the module yum, okay, I am installing something. We know we install the stuff through yum. So I can say name httpd, state is equal to installed. So you don't have to define it like we do it in other languages. I mean, I'm not a programmer here, but maybe the other languages, they have pretty strict syntax. They have so much extra stuff. As I was telling you, parentheses, referring here and there. It's very simple. It's just a human readable format, and just you have to follow the architecture. The state is installed, notify. When we Apache is installed, what I will tell you later what notify does is, let's say I want to start the Apache service. Before when we were using ad hoc commands, first we have installed Apache using yum, then we started the service using the module service. So here I will just call service module. I will tell what service I will start. So HTTP state started, just ignore enabled right now. I want to delete files. So if the files are deleted, we know they're not there, they are absent. So I will use the file module. I will tell the path. Of course, I will have some path on which I want to delete some files. But what I will do is I will do state is equal to, not even equal to, just colon. I will define it. It will be absent. So if what on the back end the module will do is it will go to var www and it will remove the directory. So this is the most simple scenario, but we have to understand it that this architecture, first, we define the global parameters. We can define variables here. We can do so much advanced stuff. I am starting with the very, very, very basic. So then, first of all, we define our global parameters. Then we have our tasks for display. So the tasks, you cannot have a task if I ignore one space. So this name or this module does not fall under the task because it has gone one space back. So if I want to run it under the task, so I should have this ahead of tasks. So this spaces will be your nightmare initially in the start. Let's say, as I told you before, if I go with X here and the space is gone. So now this path module doesn't fall under file because the file module calls for a path. If it is here, it will be thinking that path is a separate module. It's not a parameter. So this should be under file, and file will take path as a parameter, and the path will have var www html. So if I remove the state here, state what? State can be absent, present, but for which service? For yum service, for any other service? This state is orphan. It doesn't know under what module or what argument this state is present. So the play will crash. It will not work. So the file module will have, okay, the yum. You can do this like this, or what you can do is you can have yum, insert enter, space, name is equal to httpd, state is equal to started, or one space back. Yeah. So under yum module, I can say name is equal to httpd, state is equal to installed. But if I am going like this, so I have to write like this way. Just remove this X. So if we are writing in single line, we do the equals, but otherwise we do it like this. So the name and the state comes under yum. So we should have space, and this, if I press insert one more space. So now this state parameter comes under name, not yum. So the name is not not some service, not a module. So if it is not a module, it will not take the parameter state because it is coming under the name, and this will not work. So we have to be very careful. We should know the syntax, what we are doing. Any confusion in this? You have to implement these scenarios, otherwise you will you won't get it. So right now, theoretically, these things make sense, or I need to repeat it again?
Syntax-wise and how it should look like and all looks fine. But I only have questions on the tasks, though.
What?
Did you put it in the right order, or is it just you wanted to show us how the syntax is? That's what.
No, this is the actual playbook. First, I will install Apache. Then I will run Apache. Agreed?
Shouldn't we check whether Apache is already installed or not?
So you are going on conditions. Yes.
Okay.
So first, we will be doing a very simple play.
Mhm.
Then we can start adding the conditions. Then we will add the condition. If it is Ubuntu, don't do it. If it is CentOS, do it. If HTTPD is already installed, don't do it. If there is any configuration change, you can restart Apache. If the condition is not changed or the configuration is not changed, you maybe don't need to restart Apache. So it all depends.
Okay.
So where
I
would
mean,
you
you
define those conditions?
in this playbook.
Under under tasks?
Yes, everything has. Let's say, I mean, why you are pushing me to go into the conditions when I am explaining the very basic playbook?
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
so sorry.
I was
I'm
just
so
wondering.
sorry, actually.
Yeah, I was just just
We will
thinking
go
where would
there.
you
We will go there. I wrote these plays, so I tested some conditions also. So I am saying install Apache when we ran the command setup in the ad hoc commands, and it was displaying so much information. The OS is Red Hat, the version is 7.9, and so many stuff. If you remember, Jay, and because you were in the class, right? Or I should do
Yes.
it again.
Yep. No.
So you were there.
Yes.
Now this is a condition when Ansible facts OS family is Red Hat. Start Apache when Ansible OS family is Red Hat. We can say delete the files when Ansible family is Red Hat. And I can start my Ubuntu machine just to show you condition because you were thinking too much about conditions. So let's have a Ubuntu powered up. So I will have Ubuntu available, but the package will not be installed. So let's power it up on the background. So it will be running. Okay. Now I want to do is our Apache is already installed. So either I can remove Apache or what should I do? Because it is already there on our nodes. So okay, we can deploy our website. That will be too complicated now. That let's open this play. This can be very simple play. Yeah, this is a very simple play. I will do it. Okay. Copy my website from this local machine, from this Ansible machine to all of the other nodes. Let's say I can open a shell of node 1. And what I can do is I can share the node 1. We can go to var www cd html, and we see there is nothing there, right? On our node 1, HTML folder is empty. So I am writing a play. The name is copy my website. The hosts are the test server, and the test server group contains node 1, node 2, node 3, and there is another IP which is for Ubuntu. I am writing a play, copy my website. Host is test server. Under test server, we know we have node 1, node 2, node 3, and one Ubuntu server. Remote user is root, and becomes means if I am not, if let's say there is another user, so I should escalate the privileges. Okay, let's ignore become right now. So let's focus on our tasks. The first task is we are using the module file. I am giving the path www.html, and I am deleting the folder first, so that if anything is there before, just delete everything. Now again, this is my second play. Just give it a space so that it's more clear. So I am using the file module again, telling the path and state is directory. So a folder is created. Now what I want to do is I want to copy my website content. So I am using the copy module. Source is let's say I have etc ansible ww folder available, and let's see if that is available. cd www on my master node, I have ww folder available, and in there I have an index.php file on this my Ansible master server. We agreed. Now what I want to do is I was working with which play. Okay, it's not We deploy website. No. .yaml. We were here. Okay. So I was saying, I have a source, etc ansible www folder available. There we have our, let's say, our content of the website, and the content is just a single page. And on our node 1, there is nothing in that HTML page. So let's say Ansible-playbook, and the play is deploy website.yaml. I'm just providing the file. And what it will do is, it has started the play, copy my website. It has gone to the tasks, gathering facts, and it has done everything on node Ubuntu. It's powered up node 1, node 2, node 3. Whatever was in the www folder, it should be gone to node 1. So let's go to node 1. And we did ls before and nothing was there. If I hit enter again, nothing is again here. That's perfect. So what it has done?
No, you're in HTML.
ls HTML. Okay, yeah, correct. So the indexes.php is there. So it can be our whole website. I have pushed my content. Okay, let's go to node 2. Node 2. Yeah, this is my node 2. Let's share it. This is node 2. So cd var www html. So the page is there. So what we did, we copied a website from our master server to our all the slaves, including the Ubuntu machine. Because we have not used any condition, and the copy command is same on Ubuntu or CentOS. But if we are installing Apache on Ubuntu, then we have to give the condition. Okay, if it is Ubuntu, don't use the yum module, then use apt-get module. But if you're using the copy module, the copy is the copy. It's the same on Ubuntu or CentOS. So the website is copied on Ubuntu server also. You want me to go on Ubuntu server, or you believe me?
No, we believe you.
No, you don't believe me. Okay. So I am going on. I was saying, just go on to Ubuntu machine. This is Ubuntu. And let's go to var www html on my Ubuntu machine, and the code is here. This is Ubuntu machine. And if still you are confused, uname uname -a. So it is telling that it is Linux Ubuntu. So we are sure that the action or the website is gone on our all nodes, the CentOS nodes and the Ubuntu node. So website is copied. So now we are not using rsync. We are copying the file from master server to all the slaves using Ansible. Any confusion in this? First, you have to know the playbook. You should start writing your very simple playbooks. Otherwise, it looks so easy, but when you will be doing it, you will be doing so much mistakes. So let's say what's there in install _ Apache. Let's see. We have a playbook: install and configure Apache. This first block is the same. I am running on test server group, but let's first. I don't want to delete this configuration. I will explain it later. But now I am saying name. Install Apache. We all know that Apache is installed. We will discuss this notify later, but the important condition is when Ansible facts OS family is equal to Red Hat. Now we will run this command, and when we will see what will happen. I will say start Apache server when, okay, the operating system is Red Hat. I can go on deleting a file on var www html, and I can pull stuff from GitHub, which is our repository online available. So now I am using the repo Git. So Git, if we are using the Git, the obvious modules will be, obvious parameter will be repository. So repo is one parameter. The destination, when we cloned the repository, what we did, git clone -- branch, the name of the repository, and we put dot in the end because we were sitting in that directory, but now we are not sitting in any directory. So we will provide the path that clone this repository on this path. Again, when the operating system is Red Hat. Now you can ignore this condition. If Git is installed on Ubuntu, we can pull the website on Ubuntu also. But let's say we are confident that Git is, let's say, even Git is not available. So this play will not work. So first, we will install Git and on our remote machines, and then we can pull the repository from the Git. Right?
First, we have to check, then install it.
First, we have to check if the Git is not, if Git is available. If Git is not available, then the better
Then
way
install.
is first check Git. If Git is not available, install Git. And after installing Git, then you can run this Git commands on the remote machine. We are not checking those conditions right now because it will make the play too complicated. Let's assume first we install. Just copy this play. This task, sorry. Insert space. Okay. Name install. Git get. Get state install notify. Don't notify when the, maybe this will not work. Git maybe if now there can be a scenario if Git is not in your repository, you have to install the EPL repository. So first you will do the EPL, right? So I can say install Git or Ubuntu also. It will take some time. So the play is, I think, good. And yep, let's try to run this play. If anything goes wrong, let's see it. So the play started, gathering facts. Facts gathered, all machines are up. Task install Git. On 43, it will not install Git. Okay. Get stuff from Git. You know, we did a mistake here. Node 1, node 2, node 3. The data, first, let's first go to our nodes. Let's go to node 1. Node 1. Yep. Should I do ls here? Do you see the difference?
We got, yeah, we got all the files from master git pull.
From the git pull. And on all the machines, let's go to the node 2. Where is node 2? This is node 2. So let's go back because I had deleted. So the same thing on node 2. Right? But there is an error in the play. Let's go back to our play. It has said, let's first open the play. Which play we were using? Install Apache. Install Apache. Come on.
No, you put vi.
Yeah. So where we are installing Git? Yeah, there. So we should have gone like that. Yum install Git only when the OS is Red Hat, because Yum doesn't work on Ubuntu. So let's run the play again. And again, the Yum tracks the changes. So first gathering facts for all the machines and skipping on 192.168.143. Install Apache, skipping. Why skipping? Because we have said when the condition is Red Hat.
Red Hat.
So now the play goes just like that. So it has skipped. Okay, if I want to install on Ubuntu, so we can use another install Git when the OS fact family is Ubuntu, just next very next line we can go, and it will install Git on Ubuntu only.
With yum command,
No, with Git command.
give it
Oh no, sorry, yeah, no, apt get.
apt. That's
Yes, and that's how we can go conditional. Okay, this is your you don't have Ubuntu available. How can I give you the task? Come on. So I think that's it for today. We have installed Apache. We have installed the code from GitHub. Tomorrow we will install our database. We will configure our database, and we will test our application maybe on our client machines.